Welcome back to a rather somber start to what would usually be a joyous occasion, the beginning of the weekend, watching some horse girls run. Just not as we knew it for the last time. Suzuka sustaining a fracture, fairly serious injury, and what I kind of surmised from the episode itself, and some very helpful comments that you guys left below. Her real-life counterpart didn't fare too well from it. A dangerous sport that high speeds, high action, high risk of personal life and limb. I did know it happens. I didn't think that there would be something like this on display so early on into the series. And I do wonder how the show would actually handle such an event going forward. Do you pay homage to the legacy of the horse themselves? Do they have to stop running because, their counterpart had to? Guess we'll have to find out. But having friends around you in a hospital room could have been worse. Grab yourselves a drink. Let's begin. Let's see a bit more high energy frolicking, hopefully. Some more Umamusume. Still at the hospital, and he's early in visiting, but she has not left her side. Oh, we've skipped ahead a little. I don't think it's the position that she ended up in. The fact that she wasn't there with Suzuka. Are you up and moving yet? Yeah. She's going above and beyond. Neglecting her own health, maybe? The recovery process is a long road, but she perked up. She heard running and nothing could keep her down. But an incredibly heavy topic, especially now knowing the fallout, the turmoil, the reality of the actual situation. And yet still seeing it through the eyes of upbeat optimism. I do know that I've got cat fur everywhere, so I do know that the story itself kind of diverts quite a lot from reality, especially with the many eras of horses in the races and the fact they're competing with one another, so nothing has to be completely accurate. I think having the Japan Cup being her farewell race, the fact that she missed it and Special Week had to run alone while still doing that jump cut, the jump ahead. Interesting way for a time skip and to resolve an issue all in one fell swoop. It's time for... So is there going to be those that have trained for this and just didn't make the cut? Is that something we're going to have to see as well? Watching it, of course, Rudolph would be there. I see. So she's been given the okay. Able to see the sky outside. It's, yeah, just because the cast is off. I mean, first you need to see if she can even walk. But I mean, he seems rather upbeat for just saying that he'd pay for everything. Luckily, they're free samples. You'd think they'd have their own suppliers and whatnot for carrots. He's bought everything, has to prepare it. Good thing he's a house husband as well as a trainer. I've got a banana. Probably not while she's just sitting there. Sure. Just overfeed her, really. That's not some, that's everything. And even though, yeah, the... What are they called? Presenters? No, that's not the word. Narrators? That's not the word either. We're saying, here's a display of everyone as part of the race. We only get to see one of them. And now, having the... It was inevitable, really. But seeing Suzuka regain the love of racing only to lose it again, or not lose it, but lose the ability. Now seeing others race, will that be a sore point or not? Will it just spur her onwards? I do like its inconsistency. She has bursts, spurts of ability. Yeah, everyone has their own talents and whatnot, but doesn't mean you can fall behind. No matter how dirty. When training, and how many cubes does that have? No. Yeah, your training plan is fucked, so do whatever. The fact that there's been several references to Goldship and their interesting training regimes and inability to actually do it properly. I'm always up for a... Oh no. Always up for a festival scene. Excuse me, what is he doing? As well as it can be, but the fact that... Yeah, still got those that... Watch out for it, still fans and whatnot. Group prayer. Oh, actually... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, strangely pleasant prayer from her. So good to see that she hasn't lost that spark or the will. But yeah, running is a long way off if she's just learning to walk properly again. But despite not having to go through anything rehab myself, showing amazing progress. I think how much of it is mental, the aptitude to just force yourself forward. And how much of this episode is going to be flash forwards. I mean, we saw Grass Wonder with an injured leg, so... It's only been 8 episodes and 2 big injuries like that. Not bad use of 3D there, even if it was fairly obvious. She's been counting, what, down to the hour? Just like a mother figure, making sure she doesn't overexert herself. Wow. Air Groove just dashing over. And see, I do remember some names. And is the ever-present rivalry between Speaker and Rigo going to be reignited, knowing that she's now back on the scene? But who's been wanting it more? Special Week or Suzuka herself? Give the fans something to spectate. That's quite a nice turn. Is there going to be a change in the regime? So don't lose out both in spectacle but also in position. There are definitely characters we know have a bit of an ego that would let them think they are amazing, but I do like the more down-to-earth types. I'm sure Suzuka is reading all the material properly herself. How long until she realizes that something's up there? She is so invested to... Huh? No, is that it? Poor Urara. As soon as the bell goes. I guess Grass Wonder would be feeling somewhat out of the loop or whatever, knowing that Special Week is up and running around like that. But do they have that kind of closeness on the Team Regal? And arms. I guess getting back into the rhythm and now not having to put too much weight on one side is going to throw yourself off. And yeah, 9 months of not really doing much is going to have a little bit of atrophy. Not sure how much, though. She's actually helping out there. No tricks, no mustard. Do we have a stopwatch on the go to see? Well, a bit of a flash going past. Obviously, not quite as sprightly as she was. I'm just catching her breath a little. Did it look that way? The fact that Special Week is far too overprotective, but you know, Suzuka was her first friend and roommate, and that's one way to get us to stop thinking about it. Is she going to break through the conditioning? That wasn't a request. Ah. Why wouldn't it? She's... Oh. How is she... I like even the issues, the crossing outs, the reattempts at the writing. That's much more clean than any letter I would write, though. And the fact we're getting a continuation with her story there, and the fact she went overseas. And those that are following their dreams. And is anyone going to step in and be like, while you're away, I'll help out? Or Suzuka learning to be a bit more self-reliant? So many reasons that they can't... bring out their best. Any worries and whatnot can really throw you off your race. Well, as long as she is still thinking of the future and continue to run. The fact that, her mind is completely clouded with just Suzuka. It is close is one word for it. Was that Okuri Cap in the background who's just, continuously eating? And is Grass Wonder now going to make it her mission to make Special Week pay attention to her? And the fact, it's Grass Wonder wanting to run with her, but oh wow, that's an aura. Yeah, Grass Wonder wanted to run with her, but Special Week seemingly oblivious to this little bout. But no late starts or anything? Special Week isn't one that has been unknown to losses and whatnot. But is Grass Wonder going to reinforce that message? And how much of her own training has she been putting off or slacking because of Aha, so she's not completely unawares, and also using her blind spot and slipstream. Push ahead. How many of them are going to shout that? Is it just obligatory? But Grass Wonder is going even further beyond with that blaze surrounding her. Also, the pose, the posture. Is she disappointed? You could be so much more. You can't let her down. By a few lengths. But yeah, it really shows when you've got putting your heart into it. Those versus just running. If only you could have done the same. That's probably going to hit harder than the fact that you just kind of lost in front of everyone. The victory potentially soured slightly for Grass Wonder, but still a win. Was that 3D? I couldn't really tell. Just looked a little odd. Sorry, she's gonna have to wait in line. But yeah, she has been falling behind a lot. Putting herself in her footsteps, so to speak. Then she's got to start thinking of the here and now. Oh, how her ideals will not have... Don't lose sight of that, despite what issues or troubles might come up. And if... Otherwise, you're off the team. Yeah, but if she doesn't start putting it all in it, what was it worth? Yeah, what was it all for? A little midnight run on her own. How many times throughout everything that I've watched so far has there been, that moment of training, putting all the effort in, but just to be floundered by your force at the last moment, or like Grass Wonder, in second, just go faster. I would like to disparage it a bit, the kind of trope, the power of friendship and all that bringing you through. But when I was doing boxing and the like, yeah, if your heart wasn't in it, you can't really bring out your best, or even 50% a lot of the time. I feel quite ambivalent about this episode. So like I said, I'm feeling quite ambivalent about this episode. Don't get me wrong, it was a good episode. It was fun where it needed to be and kind of hard-hitting where in others. But I don't know where to find myself rooting for. Do I want Suzuka to get over her injury, to push through it, to get to run again? Or do I want it to follow closer to the reality of things, and maybe it's that dilemma, that nature of horse racing in it. Ultimately, I think it's, we want to see horse girls doing fun things and running, so that wins out. Is that bit dichotomy between the two thoughts I had. Still, with quite an issue hopefully being put behind her, the trainer really hammering home, especially, why are you here? What are you running? Is it just to follow in her footsteps? Do you not have some grand plan? And of course the words from Grass Wonder, might be doing a bit more of the heavy lifting there, the fact of, what are you doing? Do you not even see me as someone that's worth running against? Just not angry, I'm just disappointed. But actually seeing it firsthand now, the aura when one of the racers gets serious, are we going to be seeing a lot more of that? Was that just a precursor for what's to come? Because if so, and if there's a gift that I've seen which kind of reinforces my thinking, might be in for a good time. Also, anytime that there's some sort of festival scene, I'm never going to be disappointed. I think pretty much all the times it's been brought up recently is, I want to go to one of those, see what it's actually like. Pity the UK has nothing. Yeah, when it comes to getting over some injuries and the like, having someone to push you along so you don't lose hope is a big factor. I haven't had any physical maladies I've had to deal with, but coming out the other side of some mental anguish, yeah, having those that want to have your best interests at heart really does help. Honestly. Who could ever... And honestly, who could want anything less than Special Week? Maybe not fawning over you 24/7, but at least that optimistic smile. Still pressing ahead for future events, the wheels keep spinning. So, who's going to be the next conflict? We've got Contopassa moving abroad. Is there going to be another legendary figure to take her spot? I want to find out more. It is far too hot and I feel like I'm going to pass out. So, I might have to end it here and die in an ice bath. Putting that aside, I really do like Umamusume. It's kind of latched onto me pretty well. I do look forward to Mondays because it does mean I get to watch a bit more of this and seeing where things go. How long before I can start playing the game? And also, how many more incessantly daft questions am I going to ask that have just kind of also reveal themselves and or related to trainers, jockeys, races, events that happened in reality that you're all going to have to tell me about several times over before I retain the information. Maybe we'll see. If you have enjoyed this in your own way, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out future uploads. Jump onto my Discord for notifications when new videos do get released. But for now, enjoy your day wherever you are. Get some rest. See you in the next one.